Okay. Can you guys hear me? Okay, this is so weird. Alright, let's see if we can get this working. Let me know if you guys can hear me. I have a very janky setup. And I'm hoping it works. Let's see. Okay, my mic looks like it might be a little too quiet. I might need to crank this up. Let's see. Crank that up to 0 dB. So I have this little microphone that I can grab really close and talk like this. Can you hear just fine? Awesome. Okay, and then you probably can't hear the game at all right now and whenever I click out of it, because this game is in early access, so I don't think it has all the bells and whistles, like letting the sound continue when I'm tabbed out. Do I need to turn down the sound on the game a little bit? Maybe I'll put the master to, like, here? Oh wait, I just saw the setting, hold on. Sound, mute, it does have all the bells and whistles. Let's see, I'll click over here. Alright, it does work. Wow. I guess it makes sense. They probably just started with the Slay the Spire 1 engine, which has all that stuff, and just added new stuff. Okay. Alright. So, I have been obsessed with this game for the past few days. I am on vacation right now, and I'm in Florida, and I took my kids to some theme parks, and at night, because I'm a night owl, I needed something to do that wouldn't wake them up, so I put Slay the Spire 2 on my Steam Deck, and it's been fantastic. I loved the first game, so we're gonna play this tonight. If if you're here for Bethesda content from my channel, feel free to ask questions in chat. This game is Slay the Spire is a very chill game. There are no timers or anything, so I can totally focus on chat if you guys just want to talk about whatever. And there's some big Starfield news coming up, but we're gonna go through this. I'll talk out kind of what this game is, just to fill the space for anybody who's curious about it. But so when you first play this game, you just have access to one class, and as you beat the game, it's a roguelike. As you beat through the boss, you unlock another class. So I've got them all unlocked because I've been playing like crazy. This has been my favorite one because it's so new from the way it plays is so different than the first game. So we're gonna do a run with this. Now I am not a Slay the Spire expert at all. I've watched some expert runs and these guys are like next level. So I just enjoy the game. So I'm a pretty good TCG player. I've been playing Magic the Gathering since I was like, I don't know, 13, 12, something like that. Maybe younger. So I do have a very good understanding of TCGs, but this is another beast altogether because it throws the roguelite formula into it. So it's very easy to make bad decisions in this and send yourself down a bad path. Also, you can just lose to RNG with bad pairings with the monsters you get and everything. So here we can grab some gold to buy more cards later. Remove a card from our deck. That's always useful. Thin your deck out, less crap you have, the better draws you'll get. Choose one of 2 packs of cards to add to your deck, lose all gold. This is actually potentially good, but also potentially terrible, because you could just get a bunch of bad cards. The way I found that's best to play this game is to not just take cards all the time. Instead, you want to like wait till you get like a good uncommon or rare to build around, and then try and build a deck focused on that. So we're going to go with the 150 gold, which is going to be good for picking up a relic, which are these things that just give you permanent modifiers, or we can also use half of that gold to remove a card from our deck as soon as we get to a merchant, because the first card you remove only costs 75 gold. So we're going to take that, and that seems to be the best reward right there. All right, who do we got here tonight? Canuck, how's it going? T-Tray 28. Sorry, what that might be my fault. Anything I've touched or interacted with this weekend has gone pear-shaped. Oh no, bad weekend, huh? Sorry to hear that, man. Alexander, how's it going? Sammets, hello. Two full 9,000, welcome. Hey, Sweet Pea, how are you? Omni, how's it going? Alright, let's play. Okay, so if you've never played this game before, pretty simple game, actually. It's like deceptively simple how it goes, and the graphics look very simplistic, but that actually, I was having this conversation with Kobus, who also is a fan of this game. He's our voice director at KGC, and he said that this is actually, the graphics actually do a service to the game because it forces the developers to focus on having really tight gameplay because they don't have fancy graphics to lean on. And I would agree with that. So we basically are going to pick a path through here. This is pretty typical roguelike design, and at the top we'll fight this boss. There are 3 maps like this you have to play through, so we'll end up fighting these 3 different bosses. Now, I haven't memorized the boss icons, but they can tell you what the boss is, so you can try to prepare your deck accordingly. I don't usually worry about that stuff. Right now, because I'm still like learning the ins and outs of these classes and everything, and I don't know like what all the best decks are, I tend to just choose the paths that have the most question marks and chests and rest sites on them, as opposed to, once I get good with the game, then I want as many paths with these things on there. These are elites. Every time you beat an elite, you get a new relic for beating them. And so once I get really good at this, then I want to play a whole bunch of them. Like if I was good at this yet, I would go down this path and I could get 4 of them, which would be pretty solid. But I don't have that much confidence in myself to build a rock solid deck that quickly yet, because I'm still learning this version of the game. I could do it in Slay the Spire 1. I'd try and get as many elites as possible, but for this, we're going to choose, I think this path. We'll get a whole bunch of question mark paths. My concern here is that we will hit an elite right away, which I don't know that I'll be able to beat easily, so it might make more sense actually to just hug the left here. Yeah, I think that's what I'm doing. Since we have all that gold, we're going to go on the left here. We'll get a merchant right away. Maybe you should add a card game to SS2 called Topple the Tower. We've talked about on the team adding some sort of card game to a Bethesda game, but we haven't quite gotten there yet. Sam is working on more VR patches tonight. Turns out workbenches don't fire furniture events when the player uses them in VR. Oof, that's painful. Alright, let's see here. So this class is really interesting. So basically in this game, you can play, this is how much energy you have every turn, and the cost of the cards in the corner. And your goal is to defeat all the enemies, and your health is continuous. So like if I lose any health in this battle, I will continue to have lost that health for the next battle. It doesn't reset. So you have to be strategic with your resources. So goal generally is to try not to lose any health. Now this character is interesting because you have this companion that absorbs any extra damage that you don't block. So right now this is the intention. This is what the enemies are going to do on their turn, so I have to kind of react to that. So the biggest one I'm worried about here is I'm about to take 8 damage. So I can defend 5 of it with this. I can play this card, and then that leaves 3 left. This guy will absorb 1 because he has 1 health, which means I will take net 2 damage on this, which isn't the worst. There are a couple things, so there's not much I can do about it. So your deck when you start the game has like 4 defend cards, 4 strike cards, and 2 unique cards to it, and your goal throughout the game is to try and make your deck better. So every time you beat somebody, you'll get new cards to add to it. You'll get opportunities to remove some of these bad cards. You can upgrade them, etc. So here, I'm just going to play this to reduce the amount of damage I'm going to take. This guy's going to die. That's too bad. He'll respawn every turn, but his attack here does 1 more damage, so we'll do that. And we're going to try and take out the smaller of the 2 quickly. So your first few battles there's not really much you can choose between. So that game publishing class I'm taking, we got a response from a company. The first we sent out. Sweet. JC Vast, how are you doing? Alright, so now we're going to take 3 damage 2 times. So we're going to take 6. So we can either do 2, and they've reduced our defense. They've given us frail, so we get 25% less block for 2 turns. So we'd have to do 2 of these to prevent all the damage, which I'll probably do. And then we're going to use the Summon 5, which will buff his health to 6. And the reason we want to do that is that card we played, you can look at your discard anytime, this card does damage equal to his HP. So the next time we draw that card, which our deck is only 10 cards, and we can draw 5 every turn, it's very likely we'll draw that. So we'll be able to do 6, and he actually gains 1 each turn, so he'll be able to do 7 additional damage. And it's like something plus that. It's like, hold on, what is the actual damage? Yeah, see, it's going to do 12 right now. If we draw it next turn, it'll actually do 13 because his health goes up 1 each turn. So now we'll absorb all this damage with our shield, so he'll take none, so he'll keep his health, which means that strike will do a lot of damage. How's the volume mix with the game? I know I got the game down really low for me, but maybe it's high for you guys. Okay, now these guys in particular are pretty easy because they have this little secondary ability here that if another enemy dies, they stun themselves and absorb they basically eat the other creature and gain more attack the next turn. But that means if we kill this guy, this one will get stunned for a turn, which will buy us a turn to do some other stuff. So we can use this to just kill this guy outright here, which is probably what I'm going to do. And then we will probably pump up him even further. So next time we do it, it'll kill this guy, and then we'll drop a strike on this guy. So we're going to go kill you, bodyguard up, strike you. So now he gets stunned, so he won't actually attack me next turn, but he does. His next attack will do +4 damage. Actually, all of his attacks going forward will do +4 damage. All right, so he's coming at us for 12. We cannot block at all, but our Osti here, or Osti, however the hell you say that, could absorb all the damage for us, which is fine. So yeah, we'll just go strike, strike, and we'll block once. And now we only need to do 9 more damage, so any 2 strikes will take care of it. Which statistically we should draw here. There we go. So we can actually just go there. Boom. There we go. And now every combat he actually sets back down to 1 health, whereas our character will remain at the 64. So we can take this gold, we take these potions. These are just one-off things you can use. They're kind of like cards in themselves that you can just use and then they're gone forever, as opposed to the cards in your deck. Now what I found is I don't like to just add, when I first started playing this game, and every time I've watched somebody new play these games, they always just grab a card each time, which is not correct. That is a good way to make your deck bad. So I tend to look for either the blue or yellow cards, which blue is uncommon, yellow is rare, to see if there's something particularly powerful that you can try and build your deck around, and then focus on cards that would synergize with it, and that can be a fun way to build a deck. And then once you know that, there are some of these gray ones that you'll want that synergize with your ability, but until you know what your deck's going to be, it's kind of silly to just grab random cards. There are exceptions. Like this card actually is pretty good. You could put this in any deck, and it'll just basically give you an extra energy for free 1 time. Exhaust means the card goes away from your deck for the rest of that combat, and it'll come back in the next combat. This one... So this one I'm not sure about. I haven't tried the soul. I haven't had success with the souls deck. There's a deck where you're supposed to get a whole bunch of these souls and exhaust cards in your deck. I don't know how well that one works. I have had a lot of success with the Osti deck, where you just try and buff up Osti and make them do things. So this could work for that, but I guess we'll try a soul. So I have no idea what this deck's supposed to look like, but we don't have any way to make any souls yet, which is the problem with this power. So that's actually a reason I might skip this and might regret it later if we want to do it. So I actually think I'm going to just skip. None of these cards are good enough to build around. Lime's good, sweet. Any benefit to skipping besides avoiding polluting the deck with junk cards? No, there are later, though. You can start getting relics that benefit you, where it'll say, like, every time you skip 3 cards, you get a benefit, or every card you skip, you get gold for. There are ways to get benefits, but not out of the box. So mostly I just do it just because I don't want, like, if it's not going to actively improve my deck, because your ultimate goal is to keep your decks ultra tiny so that you can get a strategy going and you just loop through it over and over again. You know, like, I've had decks where I get up to, like, 30 cards, but that's generally not optimal. Alright, so here we want to block some of this damage. He's going to die anyway, but I don't want my health taken a bunch. And we actually... So this is a strategy I've started using, which I don't know if it's correct or not, but I've started grabbing, or just using these potions, like, pretty aggressively to try and save my health in the early game. So, like, look at this. So we actually wrecked out here. So what that potion did, it said get a random attack, and it's going to cost 0 this turn. So we just got this 52 damage. We just get to win that combat for free. So that potion was awesome. That potion just saved us 6 hit points, which is huge. And one of the things I like about this game is how small the numbers are. So it's really easy to do the math. Like, there's some games like to go crazy. Like, my kids actually just pointed this out. My kids were playing Angry Birds today in the car, and my youngest son made the observation that the points are so high, it's kind of like the zeros don't even matter. And it was like, yeah, that's very, very true. I'm glad you figured that out, that, like, when everything's worth 1,000 points minimum, that's like, well, why didn't they just do 1 point, right? Okay, so here we have Summon 3, that'll buff Osti by 3. And then exhaust a card from your draw pile. Now this is really interesting because exhausting cards in your draw pile makes it so that your deck is smaller, so that the next time you shuffle your deck and draw, you're less likely to draw the cards you don't want. So this is actually really powerful, especially in an Osti deck, because I just want to keep buffing him and get rid of all those, like, these these weak cards, these starter cards, the strikes and the defense. I want all those like gone. I just want to play these 2 cards over and over again. So like this card's actually really powerful, and I might go with it. But let's see what this power does. So power is when you use them, it basically changes the rules of the game for the rest of that combat. So whenever you apply a debuff to an enemy, they take 9 damage. So there are a few debuffs you can apply. They're so weak and vulnerable are the 2 most common ones. I don't have anything that do those yet, so this would be useless right now. I actually really like this card in general, even if I'm not building an Aussie deck. Just being able to exhaust the crap from my deck so I don't draw it again is pretty awesome. Okay, so now we get to go to a shop. So good thing since we had that 150 gold up front, this is useful. All right, so we can buy a bunch of stuff here. So we can buy cards for our deck. These are the top row ones are ones that are meant for our class, and then these 2 slots are always for ones that could work for any class. So you might see these same cards no matter what I picked at the beginning. So I chose the Necrobinder, but if I had chosen like any of the other classes, these could show up as well. Then you have a row of 3 relics, which are usually what I look for. 3 potions, and then here you can remove cards from your deck, which is very nice, especially early on. This one I really like. Gaining extra energy is awesome. You can cast more of your cards. It's an additional copy of a card in your deck. If I had a high-end card, this would be insane, but right now my deck's pretty weak, so there's nothing I'd really want to mirror with that, so it'd save my gold. So let's look at, I'm going to look for the blue and yellow cards, see what we got. So deal 7 damage, vulnerable weaker twice as effective against enemy for the next 3 turns. So this would go in the deck with that other power we just declined, where if you're using debuffs on enemies, but we're not doing that. This is not great. This is a 2-cost card. I feel like a 2 or 3-cost card has to do a lot for you to bother with it. Generally, you just want a bunch of 1-cost cards. This might be useful because we are kind of this card here. You know, makes us want to go toward an Austie deck so that we can just filter out anything that's not him or that's not using him. So this could be useful. Oh, I don't know if I can mute Discord so you guys don't hear those sounds. Hold on a second. How do I do that? Discord, you need to be muted. Settings. Let's see. How the hell do I mute Discord? There's got to be a way to do that, right? You can turn off the notification sounds. Notifications. Disable desktop notifications. New message sound. No. Incoming ring. No. There we go. That's probably going to screw me over later. I'm going to miss some important messages tomorrow. But that's fine. Okay, let's see here. So, alright, whenever you play a card that costs 2 or more, gain 3 block. That seems really bad. I don't know what you would be using that for. Enemy loses 3 HP, add 3 soul. Okay, so this would have been good in that souls deck, but we declined that power. So, based on what I have going on right now, I would say this could be good. Every 3 turns gain an extra energy. That's nice. And then I would also kind of like to remove a card, but we can't do both. We don't have quite enough gold for that. So I'm going to go with the Happy Flower. Getting relics is really powerful. And we'll save the rest of our gold because we'll find more merchants later. Alright, so then we have to go here. Okay, this guy's going to do 8 damage to us. Alright. Okay, so if we do 5 plus cleanse, that'll up his health to 4, so he'll survive. So we actually are going to do this, because that'll also let me get rid of a bad card. Like, let's get rid of one of these defends, get that out of our deck, defend, and bodyguard. So now we will take no damage. Oh, I didn't realize I had bodyguard. I didn't actually need to do the summon too, but always happy to do it just to get rid of cards we don't want to be messing with. Okay, so then we're going to defend to prevent 5 of that damage. Hit him for 13. Now we could block the rest, but I kind of want to just let him take it so I can just do more because we need to end the combat as quickly as we can. Because generally, the longer combat lasts, the more powerful the enemies get. They tend to buff themselves over time. So you kind of want to just get out of combat as quickly as possible. Okay, so this hand kind of stinks. I think even this... I kind of want to do the 6 damage, though, because then I get him within range of being able to kill him with 3 strikes, which I like. So, yeah, we're just going to do this. Alright, here we go. So, 10 and 6. There we go. Nice and easy. Okay, so let's see what we got here. That clinking noises, I have a I'm on a glass table, and I have a glass coffee mug right next to the microphone, so apologies. Okay, so Doom, this is probably that debuff thing where I was talking about weakness and vulnerability. This is probably the debuff that you're actually supposed to build around for that deck, for the debuff deck. Doom effectively reduces their max hit points, because if they get below the amount of Doom they have, they just die. Let's see. Deal 10 damage, upgrade 2 random cards in your discard. That's interesting. Like, upgrading cards sometimes makes them considerably more powerful. This would never do anything on your first turn, though. I don't know. That's interesting, but I don't know. That's not really going toward our strategy here. Oh, we want to buff Asti right now. Ethereal. So the Ethereal means the card goes... If you don't play it the turn you draw it, it goes away for the rest of that combat. So this kind of forces you to play that one right away. So I don't really like any of these cards. None of them are great. Alright, so now here we can choose a random event or the fire. I'm going to choose the fire, the rest site, because rest site lets you either heal, which we don't really need yet, but also lets you upgrade one of your cards. So we can upgrade one of more powerful cards. So we can upgrade this to summon 5 instead of just summon 3. That's alright. This we could go base damage, 6 goes up to 9. Again, okay. Goes to summon 7. I'm actually going to upgrade Unleash, because this is kind of one of the key cards in our deck right now. We just want Asti to do as much damage as possible. So not a great upgrade. Generally, you want to... The upgrades get better when you start getting into rare cards, which are the yellows, which you are guaranteed to get your first one after you defeat the first boss. And then they become more common after that. You can find them earlier. It's just not often. Alright, so here we've got 14 damage coming at us. We can immediately block 10 of it. Yeah, I guess we can potentially... block all of it. We can just let Asti die, but then we're going to actually take some damage. So we'll take the overflow. So we would actually take 4. Yeah, we'll let Asti live and then take no damage ourselves. Okay, so again, same thing coming at us damage-wise. But our block is considerably worse this go. Alright, let's try and thin out our deck here. Oh no! Oh, that's the worst. So that was a failure on my part. So you get to pick the card, but because on my second turn there was only one card left, like we're gonna have to struggle real hard this combat now because I did that, because that was our best card and I just nuked it out of the deck. I should have checked. I should have clicked on this. Like, oh, that one card, and it's the one I wanted. So that is me. This is where it comes into play. I am not the best player at this game. In fact, if you ever watch guides on this from experts at the game, they'll tell you, like, the best thing you can do to get better at Slay the Spire is to just learn not to make mistakes. Which is pretty much what I would tell anybody trying to get better at TCGs. Because a lot of your losses come from your own mistakes. So yeah, this is going to be tough for us, but... not much we can do about it. Actually, hold on. Yeah, it's so little block. 3 is so little. Yeah, I'm gonna just get these guys close to dead. It's gonna be a tough combat for us. We're gonna lose a lot of health because of that mistake. Yeah, and defends are just gonna be forever useless. Alright, and we actually don't even care about him anymore. There we go. At least this stuns these guys, so it'll buy us a little bit of turn, a little bit of time. But they're all going to get stronger from it. And when I kill this guy, this one will get even stronger. Yeah, getting rid of that card was brutal. Okay, he's going to do 14. Alright, now we can kill you. Oh, our Happy Flower triggered. Sweet. That was nice. Okay. Now we just need 2 strikes to finish him off. Which will stun this guy. Ah, we didn't get 2 strikes. Ouch. That sucks. Yeah, this is going to be a rough run. We're going to lose a lot of health from this battle alone. That's going to be rough. This is where, the game can get out of hand just from, like, one bad combat in the first run. I think this is the hardest part of the learning curve of this game. Alright, next turn we'll get an extra energy, which is good. So we just need to draw some strikes here. And of course we don't, but he's also not attacking us, so that works out in our benefit. So we'll be okay. Alright, just 2 strikes. Come on. There we go. But still, we lost half our health that battle. Really bad for us. And that wouldn't have happened if I would have paid attention before I used that card. Okay, let's see here. Asti deals 12. This card costs 0 if Asti has a dex turn. Okay, this card's pretty good for what we're trying to do. We just want to get buff up Asti. Anyway, that will cost 0 most of the time. Alright, let's go in here. I'm not going to rest yet. I'm going to rest right before the boss. So we're just going to buff another card. We can up that to 16. Actually, you know what we need, though, with this is we need another attack card. I need to get another one. So, for now, we will buff this one. Alright, so now here's our first random event. So we get to choose one of these things to happen. Either we gain 6 max HP, seems great, or we can pay 65 gold to give a card retain. And retain just means that at the end of your turn, instead of discarding an unplayed card, you keep it. This is great if you're trying to build some sort of combo-y deck, which we kind of are, because we could like retain flatten until we hit unleash, so that we could do the 2 of those in the same turn. So I don't hate that. But then lose all my gold. I think we're going to try it. So I want to retain this, because we basically want to keep this in our hand until we have unleash or some other attack. So this way we won't keep discarding it, because we don't want to ever pay 2 for it. Alright, here we get a free relic. Nice. So what does this one do? Whenever you rest, heal an additional 15. That's great for us, since we lost so much. And when you rest, you only heal 25%, I believe. What is the... Oh, we're about to find out. I can't remember what the rest of mine is. I think it's 25% of your max. 30% of your max, okay. But then we'll get plus 15 from the pillow, so we'll heal a pretty significant amount. But we'll wait till there's always a rest spirit right before the boss, so we'll wait for that. And then for now, we will upgrade... Yeah, we'll upgrade Flatten, since we have retained to it. Oh, I love this monster. It's like 2 guys stacked on top of each other, like 2 kids in a trench coat. Okay, so they're going to do 14 at us, so we're just going to go ahead and... Such a bummer to not use Unleash right now, but we're just going to not take any damage on the first turn. Alright, coming at us for 12. Okay, so now here we're going to get to retain this, because we don't want to pay for it. We want to wait till we have that other card. So here we'll go ahead and up Bodyguard. I guess the Bodyguard didn't matter. He's going to die anyway. That was a waste. I should have just struck him, but it worked out because we had the Happy Flower trigger. So now this gets to stay in our hand. And we still haven't drawn that card again yet, which is a bummer, but... Alright, 8 coming at us, so we can defend all of that. But I'm going to do it via Bodyguard. Just so that he's ready for when we draw, because we want to draw that other card and have it do more damage. Still haven't drawn it. Ridiculous. It's the last card of our deck. Okay. So we don't want to use Cleanse. Let's not repeat that mistake. He's coming at us for 18. That sucks. Can we kill him, though? 16. No, we can only do 20. He's got 27. So we're just going to go block, block, and hit him for 4. So he's going to kill Asti, unfortunately. But we get to do 10 and 6, so that's enough to kill him. Whoa, 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 whoa. And now it turns them into 2 guys. And then we go ahead and strike this one down. Yeah, we'll defend, sure. Well, I guess I could have used Cleanse there now since I reset my deck. But again, see, I'm playing sloppy. This is those little mistakes end up mattering. And that's because the gameplay is so tight and because the numbers are so small that actually ends up mattering. But he's about to steal 80 of my gold. I do not like that at all, and I think he's going to get away with it. I'm 1 damage short of preventing it. That sucks. Wouldn't have mattered. If I had cleansed, though, it still wouldn't have mattered, because even if I got rid of a defend, I still wouldn't have drawn anything else. Unfortunately, he gets to run away with most of our gold. So that little symbol means I'm out. He's running away. So he just stole all our gold. Bummer. But we still get the rewards. Alright. Okay, here we go. This is the kind of thing we're looking for. So now we have another attack with Honesty, which makes this card more likely to be free. And it happens to buff him afterward, which is pretty nice. So we'll go ahead and take that. Again, I don't know the best deck. I'm not studying this game. I'm not going to get that into this game. Like, I don't have time to watch a bunch of guides and stuff, so I'm just relaying knowledge that worked well enough for Slay the Spire 1 that I did spend a lot of time watching guides for and such. Because when I first played Slay the Spire 1, I was really mad at it because I'm pretty good at other card games I played, so yeah, I was like, why am I not good at this? And finally I understood that the micro stuff matters a lot more than I expected. Alright, we'll go ahead and we'll defend some of that. We'll bodyguard up, and we'll go ahead and buff him up that way. Big B's clenched fist card. Okay, here we go. So we've got Unleash now, plus Flatten. So we could hit the Tadpole, but that would be way overkill, so I actually want to hit this guy for a whole bunch, because he is going to keep climbing. He's got this ritual that increases his strength every turn, which means he's going to just keep doing more and more damage. And then we can block all of his damage. Oh, and we still have enough left for the strike, too. That's fantastic. Hold on, what's left in our deck? Cleanse, strike, that, and then a couple of random cards. So, just to be sure this guy dies, I'm just going to go ahead and strike him. It'll be overkill, but these guys are pretty weak. Alright, what do we got? What do we got here? Okay, we did get a second strike, so let's just not mess around. Let's mess him up. 9 damage coming at us, we'll just block it all. We're in pretty good shape. These tadpoles aren't very strong. Maurice, guess what? New PC ordered. Screaming Eternally. Nice! Did you have to sell a kidney to afford a PC these days? Alright, he's got 7 coming at us. Ostia will absorb some of it. We don't need Ostia. Oh, actually, you know what? We can... Yeah, not quite do it. Actually, I should have just done this. I could have just killed him. There's a common mistake also, is like, just check and see if you can just kill the enemies, because then your block doesn't matter. So, we messed up there, but that's alright. Because now we can just go. We don't need to worry about free cards or anything. Ending the combat is the best thing you can generally do. Okay, here we go. So, what do we got here? A power. First attack each turn deals 60% additional damage. Lose 2 strength. Gain a star at the each of your turn. Deal 18. Okay, this one I actually really like, because my goal is to make Asti do all the damage, and the Asti attacks aren't actually affected by strength. So losing 2 strength means that all of these will only do 4. So if I do this, if I play this, I generally want to like get all these out of my deck. And since we have Cleanse, we can kind of do that during gameplay. So we're going to grab that. So that'll give us extra energy to work with. And let us push us toward the strategy we want anyway. Alright, he's not going to do anything. He's just defending. So we can just go ahead and pop him a few times with a strike. And then we'll play defend because... Hey, Farmarine, how are you? I am doing good. I am on vacation right now, which is why we're streaming from a laptop tonight. Okay, well, he's about to hit us like a freaking truck, which sucks. Not much we can do about it, though. So right now, it might be fine to play this, because I don't really have anything else to do. I'm definitely going to do Unleash and Flatten. We could upgrade the cards. We could tripling our block. We don't have any block. So either way, it looks... So this doesn't do much for us. I mean, it would up the damage of Unleash a little bit, but he's going to die anyway. What's left in our deck? Yeah, we could kick this strike out of our deck. Yeah, I think I like that better. I think I like that better than Friendship right now. So we're going to get this out of here. Then we're gonna strike you for 14, flatten you. Oh, actually, no, we can do that Friendship too. Okay, cool. And I did that last because I didn't want it to impact my. Well, I guess that it would have hit my. No, it wouldn't have hit either of these. That's the whole point. That's why this works well in the deck. So now I'll get 4 energy per turn, and like my strikes are worse, but his attacks don't get affected by the strength. So now we're gonna lose 9. We're in bad shape health wise. All right, now he's coming at us for 10. Okay, so this, we want to start with Sikkim, which will let this be free, and it'll increase his summon. Yeah, we'll start with this. Now this is free, and then we can finish him off. There we go. What do we got? Here we go, our first rare. Add replay to a card in your hand. It costs an extra. Okay, this is pretty sick. This, let's deal 7 damage an additional time for each other time you say. Oh, okay, well that's sick too. I want both of these. This is just a great card. Especially because we could put it on flatten. Yeah, we need to take this. That's so good with that. This card's really, really powerful too, but we're going to take that. It's so good with that flatten. And we have the retain on flatten, so it's very likely we'll have it in our hand. Oh, okay, now this is the part where I'm worried. So we have to start off fighting an elite first, so we're probably going to have to use our potions to survive this. Hey, Sledge. Thanks to shitty AI RAM, it's ridiculous. GPUs are rising again. Yeah, for sure. Oh, yeah, connection. Money, money, money. Dealing with the finance company was a ball ache, but got there in the end. The deal that doesn't totally cripple me. Alaron, hello. Hey, King Spire 2 is a really good game. It is very good. I'm really liking it. I'm curious how it's going to balance. One of the reasons I don't usually play early access games is because I don't want to fall in love with a part of the game and then they nerf it to hell. But the reality is I don't have enough time to play games like I used to. So by the time they like actually release this, I'll be moved on from it. You know, it'll always be like a game in my backlog. Like, oh, that was a really fun game, but I don't really have time to visit those games. And the games that I do go back and visit are Bethesda games. So, and I'm not about to change that anytime soon because not only is it fun, and I've always done that, but it's now part of my business. So I have to do it, even if I decided I didn't want to. Alright, let's fight an elite. We'll see how bad this is going to go. Oh, I freaking hate this one. There's so much damage coming in every turn. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is probably upgrade our hand. I'm going to go ahead and drink this. So now we can get 8 block out of this. Alright, he's just going to die. There's nothing we can do about that. We're going to save this for later, so we're going to just do this. Take the weakest one. And then we only want to hit these guys once per turn. Oh, and you know what else we can do? We can go drink this. We'll triple our block. We'll try not to take any damage on turn 1 at least. Alright. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so flatten we're going to have to retain. We can defend. So if we go this one, this one, this one. I don't think I want to use friendship yet because we still have a lot of strikes in our deck. And we got a lot of guys to deal with. So yeah, we're going to go defend. Bodyguard. Keep weakening this guy. He's going to die though. We're going to take a lot of damage. We might die from this. Might be starting a new run here. Yeah, we got 14 health left. Ouch. Okay, let's see here. So we can use this to kill this guy. So we want to bop somebody for 5 here. It's a real shame that he's the one that's not attacking. Generally, you want to kill the guy that's... Well, I guess we could do Sikkim, Strike, and Flatten. Should kill this guy even through his armor. And then we take 10. That sucks. What are our other options here? Alternatively, we could Sikkim on this guy, flatten to kill this guy, and then defend. That's not great either. Oh, but then we can do double defend to prevent 10, and then we take 9. That's not bad. Yeah, I think I like that best. Okay, so we're gonna go Sikkim here to weaken this guy. Flatten to kill this guy. And then we get to go defend, defend. I guess we just strike one of these guys. What do we cleanse? What's left in our... There's nothing in our deck yet, so this would do... Although I guess that's a benefit, is we just get to free summon 3. No, I'd rather just do more damage. I need to weaken these guys so we can take them down. End the combat as quickly as we can. Okay, maybe we can kill this guy, and then we only have 9 coming at us, but man, we need to defend. At least we gotta... okay, this is pretty good. So we've got Sick 'em for 5. This can kill you. Defend plus... Defend, yeah, okay, great. We can take no damage, so... We'll pop you here, kill you, defend, defend. We'll take nothing, nice. Okay, we got 15 damage coming at us. 7, 8, 9. Okay, we can go to 1 with just this card. That's great. Strike plus 9 damage. Alright, let's just keep weakening this guy. And then bodyguard. Gain 5, 14. Okay. That's the best we got. 1 to 4. Okay, let's see here. Okay, we can go to 1 with just the defend. Alright, what can we do damage-wise? We could add replay to unleash. Kind of want this for the other card, but at this point, so like, let's see. If that'll up its cost by 2, so then it'd be 1, 2, 3... Then maybe we don't do that. Maybe we just go... Unleash to kill you. Defend. Strike. And then this does nothing. Do I want to add a replay to this? Kind of. And that becomes a 12 damage spell. Yeah, we'll try it. Might be a mistake. Going to 1. Okay. Okay, we can block 8 of it. So that we would go to 1 again, and we could get him for, yeah, I think we gotta take this risk. Oh, I guess that was a reason not to do the upgrade, because it's useless to strike twice. Whew. Alright, good, we got a free turn here. Okay. Alright, this isn't great for us. So I guess we want to strike first, because then he puts his shield up. And then none of this does anything, except this will summon too, which is good. So we can... Oh, wait a second, what is this? Raises max HP for this combat. Why did that not work? Well, is that card bugged? Hits this enemy this turn, summon 2. Oh, it's for additional attacks. Okay, but it only summons if we hit him again. Got it. Okay. We just need 2 strikes here. Actually, no, we need... Okay, there we go. We got this. So we unleash and just kill him. Okay. Whew, 1 health. Okay, this is a great relic here right there. We get to discard as many cards as we want, so we can just get a perfect starting hand effectively. That's really powerful. What does this do? This is for a very specific deck we're not in. This actually goes in the Souls deck, because those cards are all ethereal. So every time you use them and they're free, you get extra block too, which is pretty awesome. This is not for us. We already have one of these. I don't want 2 of it. All right, so here we gotta heal, or we're super dead. We can't go into the boss with 1 health. But even going with half health, yeah, not looking good. Health is a resource if you're good at the game. I'm still not good at this. Oh, and this boss is brutal with low health, because at the end, this guy like starts charging up this ability, and at the end of the battle, he just nukes you for whatever he's got left, even after you kill him. So you have to have like enough extra health and armor to survive his final nuke. This is gonna be rough. Okay, what are we gonna replace? Well, at the first turn, he's gonna do nothing, so the strikes are valuable, but I kind of just want to get... I think we might... I don't know if we want to go into friendship or not this. We might have to. This is a long battle. So I'm thinking we're kind of going to go friendship into cleanse and get rid of all these strikes. That is not the combination we want. Well, can't always get what you want. So we're going to sick them and friendship. And just end turn. There's no reason to play any defend because he's not actually going to attack us. So there now. So right now he's going to do 15 damage if we killed him right now. Not great. Not where we want to be. Okay. Alright, so I think we're just going to use these three here. We'll cleanse. We'll get this out of the deck. And I almost made the mistake there. Got to check what's in my draw pile. We almost lost Flatten. We'll bodyguard. Unleash here. Strike. And now he's going to die. We're going to go to 32. And this triggers up a little bit further. Okay, so now we can block 5 of it. We're just going to hang on to that. So yeah, let's do this, 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 and this. Okay, he's about to heal and buff himself. Okay, well, I think the buff is always just the Steam Eruption. Alright, let's see what's in our deck before we cleanse. Yeah, good thing I checked. I don't want to cleanse any of those. So we're just going to go strike. Strike, and I am just going to cast the flat. Oh, actually, hold on a second. Oh no, we're about to get the transfigure, so we want to use that on flatten. So we will just hang tight, and we're not going to use this because I don't want to lose any cards by that. We don't need to play those, but we will just because. Okay, coming at us for 20 now. All right, so we're going to go ahead and transfigure on flatten. We want to start with... Okay, we could cleanse now to get rid of a strike. But I think I would rather do bodyguard for the more damage. Hit with this. Then we get to hit this twice. And then finally we get to unleash. Okay, so now Osty's going to die. We'll only take 2 though. So that's pretty good. But again, he's building up this massive... Like, we have to be... We got to kill him quick. I don't think we're going to survive this. I think we are super dead. Oof. Alright. We get to cast all the cards in our hand. So we don't take any damage. But again, this is effectively our time crunch, our time pressure right here. What's in our deck? Okay, there's a strike in there, so we can go cleanse, unleash, flatten, defend, defend. Yeah, that looks good. Get you out of there. Unleash, flatten, defend, defend. Yeah, I don't see how we win this. Because we have to be able to like kill him on that last turn and gain a bunch of armor. Oh, no, I think you get 1 extra turn after you kill him to gain the armor. So we have to just draw really well. Okay, well, we got 5 this turn, so we can just cast our whole hand. So let's just do it in the correct order. Summon, this, unleash, strike, defend. Not feeling confident. We'll see what happens. 25 coming in. Oh, God. That's not good. Alright, so... Yeah, I think we're going to lose. What's left in our deck? Defend. So we can just go defend, and then it's actually better to do flatten than the 2 strikes. He's dead. We take a bunch. So we can go defend, defend. Yeah, sick him. Unleash. Defend. Like, I think we're going to kill him, but then we're going to die to Steam Eruption. It's left in the deck, bodyguard. Okay, we don't want to cleanse then. Okay, so now he's dead, and now we get 1 more turn. I think we get 1 more turn here? Yeah, now he's going to blow up for 45. Alright, can we come up with enough health here? I don't think so. We can do 7, 8, 9. Let's see. That's 12, 13, 14. what's the math on that? 33? Yeah, we're just dead. Plus this. Yeah, we're dead, unfortunately. Get rid of that. Defend. Bodyguard. And we die. See that one? You know what? See what happened there? There was that fight we did earlier when I lost half of my health due to a mistake, and that cost us the whole run. So that is like the #1 lesson with this. But we got some time. Let's do another run. And I'm going to go through... I'm going to do this character, and I like the Necrobinder a lot. But like that one mistake we did on like 3rd battle, like that cost us the whole run. So that is one of the things about this. Like if you decide to play us, even if you've never played Slay the Spire 1, if you try to play either of them, that like those little micro decisions are how you survive this, especially in Act 1. It gets where your deck is kind of crap until the end, where you finally get your first rare and you have a few relics. Those little micro decisions are huge. All right, upgrade a card I kind of like, because we could immediately upgrade Unleash or Bodyguard. But neither of those cards are particularly powerful until we get going. So I hate this one. I've used this a few times, but transforming your cards turns them into a random card, which is not great. So I'm kind of leaning toward just take the gold again. Yeah, let's do that. Like 150 gold is pretty significant. All right, let's find our path here. So we're not ready for elites in round 1. So we can go avoid. We can only hit 1 on the right, and we get all sorts of events too, which I kind of like. So we're going to do that. And we get a merchant right away. So we'll hug the right path here. All right, I love this ball. This is a great enemy to start with. It's very easy. So defend, defend, strike. All right, 6 damage coming at us. Our blocks are crap now. So we're just going to go kill this guy. We'll see what we get for next turn for this dude. 14 coming at us. Okay. So again, blocks suck. But I think we're going to use them anyway. Let's see. Yeah. Debating if I want to do summon. Let's see. So if I do this 6, he's going to die anyway. So here 14. So here he'll survive, and I can just get 6 in. Okay, that's exactly the draw I wanted. So that should be enough, right? 12, 21. Yeah. Okay, that's a good get. So buffer lets you block 1 attack. So if there's some big attack coming at me, I could choose this. Now the downside is that buffer does not protect Asti, so he pretty much always dies when you use this, which kind of sucks. Makes this worse with this character, but it's still good. All right, deal 10 damage, upgrade 2 random cards. I'm not sure how I feel about that one. This is fine. We can try and force another Asti deck, and 0 cost cards I don't mind taking early just because they let you up on mana. Well, I call it mana. Energy, I think is what they call it in this game, but Magic player here. Alright, and we're going to go ahead and take events when we can. Once in a while you get some really good luck with these. Not until we found a roguelike, it's hard to get a feeling of progress and not wall slamming. I think one of the ways that for me, the way they've beaten it is the meta progression. So as you get further, as you progress in these, you unlock new things. So you unlock new cards, you unlock new relics, and you get drip fed the story. Like that was something that Hades did to the genre that changed it, was the drip feeding the story, and like kind of everybody's embraced that now, which makes it much more compelling to me that now there is like a meta progress every time you play. Okay, so this is really tempting to take, because if we're going to try and force the Asti deck, we'll eventually get a cleanse, and then we can just purge this card from our deck, and this is a crap load of gold. I'm going to do this. Experts at Slay the Spire will tell you never take these kind of cards. Never take things that give you a bad draw, but we're going for it anyway. I'm not a great player, and I want the risk for its reward. Because here's the other thing, is we can also do this. We can also right now take that gold and just remove... Oh, no, that's one we can't remove. That's right. We can't permanently remove it, but we can exhaust it later. So let's see, it's got Eternal, so you can't remove it from your deck. That's okay. That's a lot of gold. Like, we're going to be able to battle multiple relics here. Enemy guys gain 1 draw card. That's pretty sweet. Start your combat, gain 4 plating. Both of these are great. Probably going to take both of them. What do we have for cards up here, though? Pull from below. No, no. Summon 20. That seems fun. And then I don't know what this card is for. So yeah, we're going to just take these two. And then we are going to, let's see, 250 damage for additional for each unique debuff on enemy. No, no. We're going to take this one and we're going to get rid of, since we're going on Asti, we're going to get rid of a strike. Just to thin the deck out a little bit. And we'll save the rest of the gold for later. Yeah, greed, greed, it's pretty brutal, but we'll see. We're going to thin our deck out a lot. Okay, so we don't have a ton of options here. We defend, we bodyguard, and we strike the weaker one. Oh yeah, that's right, but we have the relic that gives us plating. So we gain 4 free armor the first turn, 3 the second, 2 the third, and 1 the fourth. So we gain some free guard, which is pretty awesome. Okay, so now with the tadpoles, you just want to alternate so you're not taking damage from the thorns. So we will go ahead and, so this is 5 plus 3, so we're going to 8, and then he can absorb 1. So let's just do some attacking, and then we'll go ahead and pummel this guy, and we can actually kill him. Oh, and because we killed him, we gained an energy and drew a card, which means we're going to take no damage. Pretty awesome. So basically what I'm banking on is that getting 2 relics this early in the game will make up for the fact that we have a garbage card in our deck. Don't know if that's the case, but we're hoping for it. 21 Doom and 1 week to all enemies. Okay, so this is the debuff deck wants a card like this in a big bad way. We could still pivot because we've only taken poke so far. This seems really good. Yeah, let's try it. We'll try it. We've removed only 1 strike, and I'm actually okay. Like, I generally want to remove a couple strikes in defense if I can anyway, in any deck. We'll see how this goes. We're winging it. This is where, again, you want to get good, don't do what I'm doing. This is me just playing fast and loose here. All right, receive the spoils map. So this would be another unplayable card in our deck. We can't really afford that, so we're going to just take the HP hit and we'll get a potion. Sometimes the events leave you between a rock and a hard place. All right, now we're going to upgrade a card. We can turn that into 26. Turn this to 9. I think we're going to do that. We're going to upgrade this. This is now our like central card. We're going to try and get Doom stuff. And in the early rounds, 26 Doom to everybody on the board. Kill a lot of enemies. Alright, so we can go defend. We're going to gain 4 from this. Well, that would kill Asti. I guess we don't care if Asti dies anymore. But do I care about, let's see, so I hit him for 6, that'll put him down to 27, which means strike plus Deathbringer would kill him. What would strike plus, if I don't do that, strike plus Deathbringer would be 26 and 6, 32, so it'd be 1 off. Yeah, so let's strike him. We'll take the 1 health just to try and end it faster. Deathbringer, unleash. And now when I end turn, he should die? Oh, it's the end of the enemy turn. Okay, that's important to know. But we're going to gain 3 plating and then Asti, so we're fine. We'll take him 4. And then he dies to Doom. Cool. Okay, what do we got here? Alright, so apply Doom equal to damage dealt. So if we're going Doom, we'll try this. I have not done this deck before yet, so I don't know what the best cards are for it. So we're just going to try stuff. Alright, back to the merchant. What do we got? 5 block applies 7 Doom to all. That seems good. take 9 damage. Okay, here's the power that you would want with that deck, probably. Alright. Well, we can't get any of these, so we could either remove a card, or we could take Slay the Spire. I think I want to try this. Let's try and go all in on this debuff strategy. Grab a free relic. So we get nunchucks. Every time you play 10 attacks, gain an energy. Okay. And then we'll go to upgrade another card. Probably gonna upgrade this. So what does this take? They take 13 damage, sure. Now we need some more doom applying cards. Another shopkeeper, holy cow. Start turn 6 to a random enemy. Yeah, sure, let's try it. That's another way to apply doom, that's nice. Another random encounter. Okay, this one's a monster. This is something that can happen occasionally. You just get more mobs to fight. Okay, we got 14 coming at us. I got 2 of my powers. I don't like the idea of taking that much damage, though, for that. I think here we're actually going to use... We're going to use the Lucky Tonic. So we're going to take 4 armor, plus 5, and then the tonic will prevent the rest. And then we're going to do this. I would like to get this played, but... Do 8 damage and apply 8 doom. So the 8 and 8 would put you to not quite dead. Give it to you. Here we go. 26. Yeah, see, so this kills all of them, but they are going to get one more attack, which is not great. But it also applies weak, so they'll do less damage. We'll defend, so that's going to be 3 and 3. 6, 7 will prevent. So we're going to take 9. Not ideal. Can I prevent any of it? If I do... Yeah, if I drink this, we can go here, here, and kill this guy. And now we will take 6, 7. Now we'll take 3. That's better. Oh, and we got a poke. Because we drew a card when a guy died. It doesn't really matter. All right. There we go. What do we got here? 6 block, 1 weak, 1 vulnerable. Yeah, we don't want any of those. And then hopefully we can survive our elite here. Okay, this is nice. So they're both just upgrading, and we opened up on a Deathbringer. That's fantastic. So we'll start with this. And then we'll apply some more Doom to... Yeah, we'll just try and end this guy as quickly as we can. He actually, I think he's dead immediately, yeah. 34, he's just going to die. What's his dexterity? We don't care about that. Dexterity increases the amount of armor you gain when you cast guard cards. So he should die. Nice. Oh, he's only going to do 1 to us? Oh, that's so perfect. Alright, cool. So we'll go this, strike. And now he will hit us for none because we're going to get plating, and he's going to drop down to almost dead, so all we need is 1 strike on the next turn. That's going out for 6. So we're just going to double defend, unleash, and then he'll die to Doom. Alright, what do we got here? Summon 2, gain 2. This might be useful, because we do have a lot of expensive cards, because we got multiple powers we're trying to use. So I'm going to try this. I don't know if that's correct in this deck or not. Alright. A lot of damage coming at us. So I'm going to save this until we have a more expensive hand. This hand's pretty cheap. I guess we're just going to go... Actually, you know what? This turn, we're going to dexterity here. So we just gain a crap load of armor. We'll just become the lowest guy. And we'll save that in our deck. Okay. Okay, we're going to drink this. Let's grab these cards. I think, let's see here. We've got 14, 15, 16, 17 coming at us. Kind of want to play both the powers, but I was hoping to draw that, what do you call it? The Wisp again, but I should have realized my deck didn't shuffle. Should have checked that. Again, check before I use stuff like that. So we're going to get, I want to get one of these powers down, so we're going to drop this and then just turtle up. Okay, so we'll start out with this for sure. Just weaken everybody. So now he's going to do 0. So we got 11 coming at us. We're protected from 6 of it, so we just need 1 defend, and we'll take nothing. And Asti will die, but that's okay. This isn't our Asti deck. Can we arrange for... Okay, so if we Wisp, we could do Unleash and arrange for this guy to die on his turn. So then all we'll have is 1 left, with they'll only have a little bit of health left. Or the equivalent of a little bit of health left. There we go. Kept all our health. Most of them are dead. And this guy's not attacking us. Fantastic. Alright. So we'll just play strike. Turn. And he'll die at end of turn after he buffs. Perfect. So we kept all our health. That is worth using the potions for. Now we just hope we don't get that same stupid boss. Alright, gain 6 block if you apply Doom this turn. Gain block 2 additional times. Okay, that's pretty solid. So if we have that power, so if we've got countdown going, then this will give us presumably 18 block, which is pretty crazy. Yeah, we're going to try that. Alright, we'll do another upgrade. We can get away without healing here. Let's see. What does this go up? That'll go up to then 21 block for that. Oh, cool. We can retain it. Alright, so yeah, we kind of want that so that this becomes more useful for our expensive turns when we're trying to get all those powers down. And it does look like it's the same boss again, unfortunately. Alright, here we go. So, okay, we got a nice one to start things off. Good, strong opening. Okay, so we can go defend, sleight of hand, is this, and a bodyguard. So now we'll take none because we've got 8 and 7, 15. Perfect. So we don't care if Asti is just a shield for us for this build. All right, there we go. We got our power, and then block. Oh, there we go. And so hit Doom hit. Yep. So now this is worth a bunch. We don't need it this turn, but just the same. I just want to confirm that it's actually, yeah, 18. Sweet. Okay, so if we can arrange for the turn this happens to play Death's Door, we'll be in pretty good shape here, I think. Okay, we're going to do this because we want the big Doom hit and we want to weaken him. So that 20 goes down to like a 15. Perfect. And then we'll defend. So we're going to take a bunch of damage, but after you beat a boss, you full heal, so. But man, is that number scary. Getting close. Okay, so he's going to die now. So now we just need to protect our health. 110 though. Why is this going up so fast? Okay, that was a good draw. But it's... Okay, good. It dropped down to 33. Oh, that was his doom. Was that his doom number that I was looking at? Not the rain? Okay, we're fine there. So we have protect 23 of it, plus him, 24. Okay, we're going to survive. Whew. So yeah, that Death's Door spell, clutch for this build. Oh wait, no! We lost it. Oh wait, we're still going to survive. Okay, cool. I have another doom. That's right, it's turn delayed. Okay. Alright, we survived. We get a guaranteed rare here. And then none of these are what we're looking for, what we're doing. Though this card might be good as a finisher. Like we build up the doom and then we just use this to close it out. This card's not terrible for the same reason of just like getting rid of just some random card we don't need anymore. And turning it into a soul instead. Yeah, it's a good deck thinner. Yeah, we'll try that. Alright, Act 2. Now things get a little tougher. Alright, but we get to start out, we get a relic and a full heal here. Okay, this is insane. Very hot cocoa. Start with an additional 4 energy. I can't imagine not taking this. What's this? Start with add brightest flame to your deck. Gain 2, draw 2, lose 1 max HP. No, hell no. Toy box. Obtain 4 wax relics. Every 3 combat, your leftmost wax relic will melt away. Oh, I'm taking hot cocoa. Hot cocoa is insane. Pretty sure they're going to nerf that thing. That's really OP. Okay, let's see here. We want... Our deck's actually starting to come together, so I think we can actually go down a track with some elites. Well, let's make sure we got one where... I want to have a chance to hit like a shop along the way, though. Maybe... I guess up the middle is the only spot we have for where we can actually get to a shopkeeper. Oh no, there's one here, so we could go down this path. Yeah, we could go rightmost path. Okay, that'll hit us everything. Alright, so starting out with 7 energy is nuts, especially in this where we're trying to get a bunch of powers down. That's really powerful. Alright, let's go ahead and drop this. Countdown. Bodyguard. I think this guy just dies. And we're only going to take 3. Yeah, not bad. Oh, fantastic. Alright. Yeah, this is just cakewalk. I won't even bother with these because we got it. No problem. Nice and easy. Alright, deck's coming together. This was clutch right here. Very hot cocoa is crazy. Okay, let's see here. Draw 3 cards, and it's ethereal. Gain 5 block, play 7. Okay, I want to take this. The doom to all enemies is what we're looking to do. Alright, let's see here. Blight Strike is removed from your deck. And then we can pick a different card instead. I don't love this one. Not my favorite card, so I think I'm okay losing this. It does apply the doom, but... Eh. I'd rather get a striker guard. Let's take a gamble or 2 here. There we go. Defend is removed. That's what we want. So basically you have to keep spending life to randomize the card until you're willing to sacrifice one of them. You have no choice. But that ended up being a positive. We want to get those out of our deck. So to sacrifice 3 HP to get rid of one of our weakest cards is great. Okay. Let's see here. So this is 6 plus 4 is 10. Bodyguard. Oh yeah, that's right. We can just guess everything because we have hot cocoa. Would have liked these the turn before, but let's see here. Yeah, we'll do this and this. Oh, that's right. So this guy, if you can do 32 damage to him, you stun him, but otherwise he comes at you with a big strike. And I don't think we're going to be able to do that kind of damage, so we're just going to go with the cast all of our spells. Except Wisp, which we get to retain. And we're going to take a bunch of damage, unfortunately. Alright, what do we have here we can get rid of? Sure, we'll get rid of a strike. Defend, defend. Unleash. I need 5 more damage to get him come out of the hole there. The nice thing is the Doom keeps stacking up even when it's underground like that. Alright, here we hit the soul, so we can draw 2. We can use this for a bunch. Deathbringer, so he's doomed. 17, we're blocking all of his damage. So, yeah, we're just happy with ending this, I think. 85 doom. Oh, no, wait, it's 85 out of 87. We need to do a little bit more. So we'll go ahead and Wisp. And then negative pulse. And that'll put him up over to now it's lethal. Cool. Lost a lot of health that round, though. Alright, what do we got here? Sikkim we don't need. Don't need that. This is for the Souls deck because you'll draw a whole bunch of cards in a turn. I like Wisp, but I don't know that I ever want an opening hand with 2 of them. That would feel pretty bad. Especially because we've already got Very Hot Cocoa, so we're going to skip that. Okay, let's see here. I think we just get to cast everything because, again, Cocoa is crazy. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah. Let's do them in the correct order. So we want to start with this. And then this. There we go. So the reason they didn't get hit twice by the Doom plus the trigger is because they had this thing called Artifact, which blocks the first debuff. So only one of my debuffs was going to hit them. I should have done in the opposite order. That was a fail. If I'd have done this first, that would have absorbed the Artifact, and then we could have hit him for 26. So that was me misplaying. Alright, so this guy's added cards to my deck, which is not great. Okay, so he's going to add 3 more, and this guy's going to hit me for 16. Nothing I can do about that. I've just got to... let him die. Alright, hold on, what's he at? 13, I could hit him for another 12. Which is not enough to kill him, so... yeah, we'll turn that. We're just going to defend up here. Okay, draw some cards. Okay, he's not doing anything at us, so we can just strike him a few times. There we go. Don't like being at 30 health. There we go. Cancel block, that's nice. Okay, another countdown. Yeah, we'll take that. Alright, and now here, I want to go left, right? Yeah, I'm trying to make my way over to this. So we need to go... I guess it doesn't matter left or right. But here, we're not... I don't think we're ready for an elite. The deck's not feeling that great. Sometimes it feels good, but... do we want to take the chance on the elite? Kind of. So this we would get upgrade or heal, relic if we win, and random. Yeah, let's go for it. All right. So do I take the heal now? Nah. We're going all in on the ballsy plays. 6 and 11. Poke is a card I wish did not have in my deck anymore. We're going to upgrade that one. Okay, let's get a lot of powers, please. Oh, we got one. Okay, so this is 9, 10, and we're about to take 21, so we're just going to go ahead and drink this. Very bad starting hand. The greed punishing us. Okay, yeah, we're going to take some damage here. Okay, yeah, definitely this. And this. And we'll go ahead and use this to get the countdown on the board. Another. So now we'll be taking 12 doom a turn. I think we're going to get him next turn. He's got to survive 28 damage here. Oh, sweet. We can get rid of the days out of our deck. That's nice. Let's see here. So he is dead already, so all we got to worry about is our own health. Okay, we'll just do it because. Oof. On a 7. Okay. Definitely need a heal. Oh, this is fantastic. For every 5 cards in your deck, heal 3 whenever you enter rest site. Okay, that's great. That's going to heal us a ton. Yeah, this would be an awesome one if we were in the soul deck. As it is, I don't love this card. We're going to skip. Alright, so we need to... Okay, so we're going to have to go this way, which I think we want to do anyway, yeah, to hit the store. So, just got to hope we don't get a bad encounter here. Oh, no! We got a monster. Crap. Okay, hopefully... That's a pretty good start here. We'll retain the wisp. Coming at us for 17. Uh-oh. Are we just dead? No, we can go to... Because of the plate armor, we'll be alive. Alright. Let's get rid of... Strike, I guess? Poke, strike, we'll say wisp. Uh-oh. 21. We might be dead here. Draw some more cards. Alright, we got 3 different... Oh, and he weakened us. Crap. So we can do... 12... 13... Yeah, we're just dead. Crap! Oh, well. Yeah, I can't see any way we survive this, because Strength Potion doesn't do anything. Let's see, we tend to gain an energy. That's not useful. I think we're dead. And then, what the hell, we'll just do that just in case. And we're toast. I'm pretty so like it's interesting to try and guess what happened there. Like the greed got us these 2, which helped us a lot. But there were a couple of combats where the greed was super punishing. Where if it had just been like anything else, we'd have been fine. But here's where you guys were somebody mentioned. I think Canuck, you mentioned that like you bounce off of these. But so like we just gained a bunch of points toward unlocking stuff. So we discovered 2 new cards for this run. There's still 7 things we can unlock. And as you complete different achievements, which I don't know how to track them, but you unlock more information here on the story. And some of these story cards, when you click on them, will also unlock new things. So unlock new relics, new stories, etc. Alright, I think we got time for one more run tonight. Alright, we're going to keep at the Necrobinder since we're learning all these cards. That's the other thing, if you're into this, is you focus on a class and you can get really good at it and unlock a lot of cool stuff. Or just random, just have fun with it, goof around. Alright, whenever you rest at rest site, I don't like resting at rest site. I try and avoid it whenever possible. I'd rather do upgrades. 150 gold, that's always solid. stick with that. Alright, again, first go. I'm not really interested in fighting elites because our deck is going to be crap at the start. So I'm just looking for any path where I can dodge most of the elites. It looks like there is a path I can dodge almost all of them, but not quite. So we're going to find the path that we'd fight the elite as late as possible. So that looks like here. Backtracking here. So we can get 2 random encounters or a second rest site. I'm going to go with the extra rest site because the random encounters can sometimes backfire. So we're going to cut this way. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna just get him down to where he's within 2 strike range. So any 2 attacks will end it for us. Okay, now we need 3 attacks, which we did not get. Well, 15. Yep, no, we got exactly lethal. Nice. Alright, what do we got here? This, I don't know what this is for. There's got to be a way to reduce costs of cards or something. 7 damage. Vulnerable and weak are twice as effective against the enemy for the next 3 turns. I don't remember seeing a lot of vulnerable or weak in all the cards in the last few runs. And we could try another Doom run. Yeah, we'll try it. Although watch, now we're going to get an Ostu card. Not want to go the Doom route. Let's see. Bodyguard. Unleash on you. Defend. Oh, wait. This one. This one, there we go. Nice. Okay. So we've just got to find 15 damage for you. Which looks like it'd be nice and easy. And then we got to protect from... Nope, we'll just finish you off. We don't need to let the Doom do the work. Alright, what do we got here? Apply 10 Doom plus additional fighting for every 10 Doom already on the enemy. Okay, this is fun. Perfect. We got a real high-end Doom card, looks like. Okay, now... Yeah, we want to cut left here and get the extra upgrade. Okay, so all we need to do is just take out one... Oh, actually, it doesn't quite work like that because he doesn't die till the end of turn, so this one's not going to get stunned. So we're going to take a little bit of damage there. 2, 4, 5, we'll take 1. Okay. Alright, cool. And then he'll just die at end turn. Perfect. Nice and easy. The slugs are super easy. Great early game enemy. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, I'll grab the Wisp again. This deck seems like it has a lot of expensive cards. Okay, so now this is going to do nothing because he's got an artifact, so it'll negate the debuff. The debuff. Why did I say it like that? Debuff? Alright, so we could do 18, which is basically nothing because he guarded. So this is going to be a longer fight, so I guess we'll bodyguard. And then we'll just go ahead and get rid of his debuff for now. It might go long enough where we draw our whole deck again. And do we want to do... Okay, we're already protecting all of it, so we'll just do the damage. Okay, let's see here. Alright, so this is effectively 10 damage. So we just need to find 6 more, which I guess is right there. Defend, use Wisp, and block to protect. We should take nothing. There we go. Oh, we took 1. And then... Alright, we're going to take a little bit of damage here. What do we got here? Okay, none of those. We'll take the gold, though. Alright, let's upgrade some cards. That one I like upgrading, but what does this one do? Apply 15 Doom. Wait, hold on a second. 5 Doom for every 10 Doom. It's already on him. Okay. 6 and 11. Yeah, I feel like just always upgrading more rare cards is... When in doubt, upgrade the rare. Or the uncommon, I guess the blue ones are. Rarer card, I could say. Okay, let's see. 7 coming at us. You. Let's see, 15 and 6 would be 21, so not enough to kill him. Oh, I guess if I had used my strength potion first, I could have arranged for him to die. That might have been smart, but oh well. Alright, 22. Okay, so we can get this guy ready to die. Defend. I don't want to... I guess I could unleash on him. We're going to take... We'll take 2 back. Actually, no, we don't want to do that. So much damage already. Okay, and now we just need to finish this guy off, so... We will... No escape you. Strike. And defend. And we'll take 1. That's fine. Pepito Payas, have you ever played Wasted? It's a Fallout 3 parody roguelike. I have not. Is that a Steam game? I've never even heard of that. Lose 2 strength gain. This might be one where that works out. Because the... Oh, no, I guess we're still doing damage. I don't want to have to go into Osby. So this friendship feels very much just for... If you're going in the hand strategy. Another upgrade. This time we'll do the Wisp. So we can retain it until a turn when we have a bunch of stuff to spend. Coming at us... Oh, look at all that plate he's got. Alright, coming at us for 10. So this. Alright, I actually really like the Doom against these armored enemies. It's really nice. Oof, it's going to be a painful turn. Okay, there we go. We should be able to finish him off with this. Actually, hold on. He's got 29 and 7. Not quite enough. Okay, so we need to use this. Defend, defend, wisp. And this for good measure. Nice. Okay. Ooh, what is this? Gain 3 energy, draw 2 cards, start of your turn, apply 3 doom to yourself? I mean, this is the kind of dumb type of card I love to take. Just to see how it plays. Yeah, we gotta try it. We're gonna kill ourselves this run. But at least we have to feel the power for a few combats. Just gotta keep our health high. Okay, so we're gonna dodge the rest of these elites. We're gonna go right up through here. I didn't realize there was a path with no elites. Okay, cool. I thought we were gonna have to fight at least one. Sweet. We found a path with none. What's the upgrade? Gain 4, draw 2. So 4 energy instead. Yeah, sure. Okay, we got 8. We got 14 coming at us. Oh, we got thorns now. Nice. So we got 11 we're protected from. Alright. Okay. So, at the start of your turn, apply 3 doom to yourself. Okay, so this basically puts us on our own countdown clock. So this is like a risky card, but also really fun. Alright, well, if we're going to risk it, we should do it early, not during a boss fight. Okay, let's see. We're going to apply a whole bunch of doom to you. We'll strike you to finish you off. We still got to worry about damage. And you'll die as... No, you're not quite dead. Alright, drink this. Oh. Apply any debuffs on the enemy to all other enemies. Okay, so then if we do this, it should do 22 to... Yeah, put the same amount of doom on all of them. Sweet. Yeah, I don't want any of those. $12 coming at us. What's this thing do? Whenever it deals unblocked damage against 3. Oof. Okay, can we even stop that? Does not. Oh, maybe we can draw some cards. Okay, we're going to take 6-5. We're going to take 1. Alright. Then we doom ourselves. Alright, what do we need to need? 33. So we only need 8 more damage next turn. Should not be a problem. Okay, yeah, he's dead, so we just need to protect our health now. Devour Life when we play a soul summon 1. Yeah, this whole deck looks fun. I'm gonna have to try that. Apply 2 weak, 2 vulnerable, exhaust. None of those. Okay. What's this guy gonna do? Apply afflictions on your cards. Living Fog. Okay. I can prevent all the damage with these 2. Yeah, I feel like we just keep going for this. Probably don't want to do it against a boss, but... What does Smoggy do? You can only play one skill per turn. Uh-oh. Oh, we made a gas bomb too. Sweet. Alright, let's see here. Alright, let's see here. If I do strength, these will each do 8. So 16 and 29 would be 45, right? Yeah, that seems smart. We're going to have 8 coming at us from this, which we'll block all of, so we should be good. Oh, forgot about his damage, though. Oof. 22. Alright. Apply 3 Doom to yourself. No, we're doing enough of that already. We're not going to risk that further. I wonder if there's some sort of combo with that, with flip Doom on yourself. Alright, we don't want any of that. Yeah, we'll go take 1 risk on this. What do we got? Gain 6 max. That seems good. Card gains retain. Card gains retain. Yeah, let's just take the plus 6 max HP. Now we got to rest before this boss fight. We got a new boss fight here for our first go. I don't remember what this one does. Let's see. Oh, it's going to add some status cards. Okay. Alright, yeah, well, we'll start out with a big Doom on him. Yeah, we can go ahead and apply vulnerable. That'll make him take more damage from our attacks. And your turns in your hand, take 6. Okay. Coming at us for 16. Let's just immediately go ahead and block a bunch of that. And now we'll take nothing. We'll doom him a little further. There's our first beckon. Okay, okay, we can cast them. Got it. I feel like this, with this much health, this would be too ballsy. Let's not mess around with that. Defend, strike. Yeah, intern. Oh god, double beckon. Okay, well, we can just get rid of these. Put a bunch more Doom on him. Oh, that's actually awesome. Doom is really good against this intangible. That's nice. Defend, defend. We don't care about strikes. We just want to take no damage. Now, one thing, this guy, I think he just slowly fills your decks with Beckon, and then we're in trouble, because I don't have any way to purge them out of my deck. 24 coming at us, holy crap. I think I might risk this here. No. Oof. Pulse. A lot more to go here. Well, I guess he's about half dead. Let's see. Beckon, strike, strike. 134, 61, yeah. Oh, nice. This is really good right now. 106. Alright, alright. We might be able to survive this. Let's see. What do we want to do here? I think these... Yeah, just get rid of these. Oof. Coming out for 24. Holy crap. Alright, we can block 15 of it. So that would be 15, 16, 17 of it. Which means we're going to take 7, which is just a 6. I think we risk this. No, I don't think we can. Crap, because we got the beckon too. Ah, so close. Alright, screw it. We're going for it. Alright, beckon, defend, negative false, defend, bodyguard. See what happens. Ten coming at us. Six. Okay, he is. Are we dead? Are we dead? No, we survived. Ah, nice. What do we got here? 25 damage. Okay, here we go. Time's up. Apply 20 damage. Oh man, we got 2 Doom options. End of days. Apply 20 Doom to all enemies. Kill enemies with at least as much Doom as HP. Okay, nice. So that kills them immediately. That's also good. These are both good. I don't know which one's better. This feels like better against bosses. This is going to be better against everything. Yeah, we'll go with the flashier one. Okay, let's heal back up. What do we got here? If you end your turn with unspent, gain 2 next turn. Okay, we're never going to do that. Here we go. Every 2 sacrifices of card rewards, gain a relic. This is what we were talking about earlier. This is really good. Yeah, this is what we want right here. So I sacrifice cards all the time. Okay, so that means we want to go down path with more card rewards now instead of random stuff. So we kind of want to like weave up through all these monsters. So we want to maximize our monsters. 13 coming at us. Oh, we know we can mess around with this in the early game at least. Defend, 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 defend. Oh, this guy goes underground. Okay. Alright, well, he's dead. Sweet. So now we just want to protect ourselves. I guess we'll go ahead and use this. Nice. Look how much gold we have. Holy crap. I must have never seen a shop. Do we want another one of these? Yeah, I guess so. Oh wait, we cannot be ditching cards. I should only be taking really good cards. Forgot about this already. Hail swing. Okay, let's see. We got a lot of damage coming our way. Alright, here we go. Defend, defend, bodyguard. Unleash, end of days. And we will net take 1. What is this lock? Tries to escape the combat 4 turns. Okay. Oh, he's going to try and steal my card, too. That's a really good card. We can't have that. We need to end him. Oh, yeah, we can just kill him. So we will... Oh, not quite. Next turn we'll be able to kill him. He's going to hit us for a bit. But we won't lose our card this way. Oh, no, yeah, then the thorns killed him. Nice, nice, nice. Take your stolen card back. Thank you. Alright, let's see. So we're only going to take these if they're really good. Yeah, that's... So we're going to sacrifice to the wings. Cool. Every 2 we get a relic. That's crazy. Alright, but we also don't want to fight a million elites. So I think up this way. Can we dodge all elites? No. Oh yeah, this is our best path. We want to go up to this. Yeah. Do we go here or here? Yeah, if we go here. Okay, we'll fight one elite over this way. Okay. $21 coming at us. Alright, well, we'll start off with this thing. Negative pulse, negative pulse. Oh, these defends are useless. Okay. Okay, good. That wore off. That was only one turn. I was like, we're in trouble here. Okay, I think we just drop these three. That's 13. We'll take 4. Okay. Alright, here we're going to do dexterity, which will give us bonus there. 13 out of the 21. Okay, this should kill him. 29. 9 if I was 14. That would be 80. No, 94? This should just end him. Nice. Osty's alive, deals 12 damage. No, no, no. Sacrifice, and we get a new relic. Let's see. Whenever you add a card to your deck, gain 15 gold. Ah, well, those two. Bummer. Well, I guess that means if we do take a card, we get a little extra bonus. Still, not ideal. There are more things to encourage us to not take cards. He's going to summon monsters. Oh, why couldn't he do it a turn earlier? Alright, we're actually going to go both of these, I think. Okay, we desperately want to get End of Days again. There's a small chance I get it off a Neurosurge. Yeah. No. Very small chance. Alright, defend, defend, defend. I think we're just going to ignore these guys, because they will, as soon as this thing's dead, they will all die. And we're not going to be able to kill them anyway. 7. We could prevent 4 damage by killing one of them. No, just go for the jugular here. There it is. What do we got here? Debuffs enemy that take 13 damage. Okay, well that's good in this deck. 11 block next turn, gain 1. Yeah, that's a good power. Alright, here's our elite challenge. Let's see how we do. This enemy does deck for 22. What's this? First time takes attack damage each turn, the attacker gains. Oh, every time we attack him, we gain an energy? Sweet. So we definitely want to do that. 22. Alright, let's go ahead and use this. What do we get? Yeah, we'll do this. Just prevent all damage. Okay, here's where this feels like it would be very dumb to do. Alright, so we can get a free strike on him and get back some things. This is just, alright, so we'll do that because it's pretty much free because we get the energy back. And then do we want an end of days here? Yeah, I think I want to end of days. Because we could do a defend to prevent 5. What's better here? So I can do 15 plus 13, 28, or 29. But if we do 28 instead, we get to gain 5 block. Okay, yeah, so this makes more sense. 9 by 3. Oof. Oh yeah, this is free. Oh, it has to do damage. It got blocked, so didn't gain anything from that. Alright. Oof, that is nasty. Alright, well, glad I didn't use the Neuro Surge, because we're going to be in trouble this round. Ooh, down to 12. Alright, I think we're going to get this power online here. Oh wait, if we do this, we can strike them, and we'll get a free mana to do Bodyguard. Here we go. $13 block. Yeah, seems good. Okay, well, we definitely... Oh yeah, the strike will be free. Okay, there's 5, 6, 14 coming at us. Wait, we need some more defend here. 10, 11, so we take 9, go to 2. I really feel like I gotta do this no escape whenever we get the chance. 66, alright. We're getting closer. Okay. Wood, end of days. No, end of days still doesn't win. Oh no, we're dead. I think we have to go for it. We're dead anyway. That doesn't do anything. Yeah. Well, again, we're dead anyway. Oh, we're one shy, but we're still dead to just the raw damage. Plus our, well, let's see. Yeah, we're gonna be dead to our Doom, our Neuro Surge now. Well, we were dead anyway. Nothing we can do about it. He was dead too, though. He would have died at end of turn. So, well, that is Slay the Spire 2 for today. So that is as much time as I have tonight. Thank you guys for joining me. I love these freaking games. They're so much fun. Highly recommend it. Even just go play. If you've never played Slay the Spire, the first one is rock solid. And like this is basically the first game with a couple of, well, they basically swapped out. They got rid of one class and added 2 new ones, and the other 3 are very similar to the way they used to be. The first game is very tightly balanced. This one has a few broken things, but so did the first game. So I don't know. This one's prettier. So I don't even know what the first one costs anymore. It's probably super cheap. But so as far as streaming schedule, I will probably be doing this again on Wednesday. If not this game, then something else, because I do not have access to SS2 while I'm on my little trip here, and I enjoy these streaming nights. So probably be back on Wednesday with something, either this or some other random thing. So